Well, this is Coral here, and I'm about to tell you about my latest obsession. And I sort of hate to admit it, but I've gotten addicted to this TV show, and it's even carried into my life. I discovered a show called Alone. I don't know if any of y'all seen it. By the History Channel. There's 8 seasons of it out. And yes, I've watched all the seasons, all the episodes, and now I have my husband watching it with me. And I am fascinated by what these people are able to do out in the wilderness. For those of you who haven't seen it, they've been taken and put out in wilderness conditions, often where there's bears and other wildlife, wolves, things like that. Usually in the fall with winter coming in, very cold weather. They're all by themselves. They don't have a camera crew. They have to take care of all their camera equipment themselves, but they have to build their shelter. They have to figure out ways to get water. They have to figure out ways to get food. And they're on their own for as long as they can manage. It fascinated me watching everything that they were able to do, the foraging, the building the shelter, the starting the fire, to the degree that I actually just went on a shopping trip. What was my first purchase? I know, I'm weird. I got me a really cool axe. But what else have I gotten? Gotten paracord, even fishing line in it and fire starter line in it, so you can take it apart and separate it out. Maybe even make a gill net. Those of you who watch the show know what I'm talking about. I did some research on knives. I do have a knife already, but I got a different knife. Even has a fire stick with it. Not much of one, but it would be good in the situation. I got a saw. And most of all, I got some things that I've been wanting to get for a while. I got some books on edible plants. If I can grab it here. On mushrooms, and I love the title of this one, Without Fear. I've always been fascinated with mushrooms. I've taken pictures of mushrooms galore, but I have no clue what's edible. And I've always wondered, even if I read articles, would I be daring enough to try to eat it? Trapper's Guide, and no, I doubt I will ever use this, but I was fascinated by the snares and such that they were building on the show. And I'd love to learn a little bit more about it. And just your basic bushcraft book. Will I ever use any of this? Well, some of it I'm sure I will, because I do love to go camping and hiking. The knife, the paracord, the axe, the saw, those things will get used. But I think I find the books fascinating too. So I hope you'll stay tuned with me. And maybe you can follow me along on this journey, even looking into going to a survival school. There's one that's based here out of Missouri that I would love to do several day session out of. I think I convinced my husband to do it with me. But I think we could learn so much. She'll teach you a lot of these basic skills that I've been talking about. We'll see. Time will tell. Thanks for joining me, and follow along.